What's up, guys, and welcome to a brand new Poppy Playtime update video. Now, in today's video, we've got something very interesting that you're probably not going to see on a lot of other channels. So if you guys don't know, Poppy Playtime has a partner program called, I think it's called like the Partners in Crime or something like that. And basically, if you're in this program, you get early access to different things. You get a bunch of different things. And also, you get like a folder with, you know, sometimes some random things in it. And well, they just released a new folder and it's called behind the scenes content, or like scrapped content from the game. And now what's cool about this folder is it's got some crazy things in it. It's got new characters I've never seen before, new areas, new concepts, a bunch of things. So this is really cool. Now, they did give me permission to actually post this, so I want to make that clear. I'm not like, you know, leaking anything here. They did just want us to make it clear, though, that this is all concept art and doesn't indicate like what's to come, okay? Like, this is all scrap stuff, or, you know, we might never see some of the things that you're going to see in this video, but if we do, then we're getting an early look at it. I'm just saying, all right? Some of the stuff in here, you're going to want to watch the whole video because there's some new characters, like I said, and some crazy things. Now, before we get into that, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe right now for more Poppy Playtime content. You guys know you want to get subscribed, okay? Trust me, if you're new, hit it right now. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. So on screen right now, we've got the first screenshot, and this looks like some kind of new area. So if we look closely, though, this is a little jungle gym, and then down below is a ball pit, it looks like, or like a foam pit, and above is a snake. Now, my guess is this snake would be alive and actually moving, and you would have to cross it while this thing is trying to kill you. I don't know, but it looks interesting nonetheless. So it'd be like a slide that you would like, you'd climb up that right side and then, you know, cross the jungle monkey bar thing, and then slide down the slide without the snake trying to kill you, or I don't know, something like that. It's cool though, nonetheless. Very cool looking. Now, the next screenshot we have here is this one, and this looks like maybe some kind of castle area. Like this would be a cutout for a castle location, because there's like a generic child right there with like a crown on its head, and these appear to be like castle walls. So that's my only guess for this one. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Next up, though, we've got some kind of slide system. So it looks like the first one would be easy, the second one would be normal, and the last one would be hard. Now, they are cat themed, I want to say. Like, I can't remember the cat's name, because now the only cat I think of is Catnap from, you know, chapter 3, but they're cat themed from that little cat that we've seen before all over the different chapters. And my guess is maybe that little cat at one point was going to be a monster and it would like chase you through these tunnels, or I don't know. Maybe this is just like some simple tunnel system that you would use to get around the map, but cool to see. Next up, though, we've got a look at the robot. Now, this is in the final game, but I don't think he has this many expressions. Like, in the final game, I think he's just this. I think that's it. But it looks like in other versions, maybe he was going to have different expressions and be able to actually like move and talk and, you know, interact with us a lot more. Like, look, he's like showing, you know, excitement with this, and then he's showing like, yeah, that's okay with this, showing like, no, that's not okay, and then he's questioning something. And if you look, there's like there's windows in these. I don't know if what that's supposed to be from, but there's like windows and outside areas on his little helmet, like even lights up above. So I don't think that means anything, but it's cool to see nonetheless. And yeah, you can just see some other like different little expressions he would do at one point. This is so cool to see. That's why I love this kind of stuff. It's cool to see the behind the scenes, like, you know, of the game that we would never see if they didn't release this kind of thing. All right, anyways, next up, we've got the robot dancing. I think we've seen this before. I think this was just like some wall art or something like that in the game, but there it is again. The gumball cat, I think that's that thing's name. Judging by there's gumballs right there, and it's a cat. So you had a gumball cat right there. Once again, I think we've seen this. Kissy Missy, yeah, wall art again. Huggy Wuggy wall art. Brawn, and it looks like in these, he's got more expression. So once again, another character that is just a toy from what we've seen so far, but in these, he's smiling, he's worried, he's, you know, scared and happy again. So it looks like at one point he was going to be a lot more lively. Now, we've seen in the trailer that they released on their channel, there's a human inside of that Brawn, so maybe this would be that version. Like, there, you know, this would be Brawn, but with a human inside of him, and he'd be, you know, talking to us and stuff like that, but who knows? I think at some point we'll eventually learn a lot more about Brawn, but until then, it's all just speculation. Next up, though, we've got, ooh, this is the cool one, okay? So this is that, I think it's called Cat Bee, right? That's its name, I want to say. This is Cat Bee, but has some kind of monster. Like, look at this thing. Now, this is the version we got, of course, on the top right, but this is the version that, I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll still get it one day, but look at this thing. It's got these huge, sharp teeth, hollowed out eyes. It's got wings on its back, which would be horrifying to see this thing flying after you. Looks like it's been cut up. You know, there's a bunch of different, like, you know, foam or whatever you want to call it falling out of its body, and I don't know where this would be used, but This thing looks insane looking. Like I said, we might still get it, but it seems like, you know, at one point all of the toys were going to come to life and they each had like a different monster version of them, which, like I said, we still might get this at some point in a later chapter, but for right now, we don't have this version of Cappy, that's for sure, but man, that's cool looking. Next up, ooh, look at this. Okay, so this is Huggy Wuggy, but different versions of them. So this is him with no teeth. Kind of looks like Grandpa Huggy Wuggy, you know, like that's your grandpa right there. He's got no teeth, he's just gums. But then there's this one right here where he's got like a bunch of tongues and stuff like that sticking out of his mouth with sharp teeth. That looks crazy. Then we've got the version of him that I think we've gotten, like this is the version that we have, right? Just teeth everywhere. And then this one with eyes in his mouth, which looks insane looking. So we got this version with this jump scare, but without the eyes in its mouth. Dang, that'd be creepy. So what does that mean though? Is that like other people inside of him, or I don't know, man. That's cool though. That would have been so sick to see. But yeah, Huggy Wuggy. Okay, like that's what I'm saying. This is so cool to be able to see this kind of stuff. All right, what else do we have here? Another version of Cappy, looking sad. Once again, a lot more, you know, emotional or emotion being shown than what we got in the final version. This looks like some kind of, so this is obviously a toy or a factory, you know, machine, whatever you want to call it. This would be us, I'm assuming, this little red guy on the left. And maybe this is where you get the Grabpack, or this is where like the toys, you know, go on this conveyor belt and then they kind of pop out right there. And I don't know. I mean, this could be this little thing right here in the chapter 1, because this is the chapter 1. I forgot to mention, this is chapter 1 behind the scenes, and there's chapter 2. This could be where you would build the toy and then put it into there instead of the area that we got. Because in the area we got, you put the toy into like a same sort of machine, a yellow machine like this. But then Huggy Wuggy shows up and attacks us. So maybe this is like an earlier version of that, which is cool. Next up, we got, ooh, who are these guys? So we've got some new characters. We've got, appears to be some kind of a mouse or something right there. I think this is either a Cricket or a Pinocchio doll. I'm gonna go with Cricket though. It looks like a Cricket toy. And then of course you'd like wind them up. So it looks like these guys were like a gang or something. He's got wheels on the bottom and stuff like that. And then all the way on the right, we've got a little pig. I think that's what that is. Little hat on and little shoes and stuff like that. So yeah, these appear to be like a group of toys, because, you know, they each have the little wind-up thing on their back, and they seem to be, you know, together. Like they'd come as like a set, but we never ended up seeing them, at least not yet. I don't think we will at this point. These guys, I don't think so, because we already have so many toys that, I don't know, I don't think we will. Next up though, we've got, oh, this looks like how the Grabpack would work. So it says the player wears a glass case on their back. Inside is a spool with a bungee cord wrapped around the spool. The spool has holes both on the ends as well as near the ends for the cords to slide through. This contraption has 2 guns, one on either side. Wait, they have guns, dude? What is this, dude? Shoulder straps. And then this is like a view of the back right here. And down here, we've got a cord that travels through and out the gun. Which, I mean, this is, yeah, we got all this in the final version. The longer the trigger is held down, the more the cord is shot out. And then a side view of it, and the cord travels through this tube. So yeah, just like a little, like, you know, informational thing about the Grabpack and how they wanted it to work, which, that's awesome. All right, what else do we have here? A player shooting the Grabpack, so nothing too insane there. What else do we have here? Okay, some Poppy concept art, which I think, once again, I think we've seen this. I want to say we've seen this like on the wall or maybe on like the merch website. I feel like I've seen this though. What else do we have here? Brawn, I think we've seen this one too. Maybe like some wall art, something like that. Cat B, once again. More faces for Brawn. So yeah, they at one point they really wanted him to be very, you know, alive and emotional, which is kind of cool. Look at him; he looks kind of sassy there, angry, sad. He's got all these different emotions, yeah. And in the end, we haven't seen that. I don't think. I think we will though. Like I said, at some point, I think Brawn will play a bigger part in the game, or at least in some chapter. We've got Brawn once again looking like. Yeah, I said that. Like, he looks like he's like, yeah, I told you the truth about you or something. Like, he called us ugly and he's like, yeah, I did that. I don't know. Next up, though, we've got the robot. And a lot of concept art for the robot. Gumball Cat. Oh, that's its name. Okay, mechanics. Gumballs are placed inside the toy from a hatch on its back. So that's the little Gumball Cat right there. And there's the hatch. The movement. The toy has 3 wheels on its chest and stomach to move forwards. The front wheel can rotate. Okay, so yeah, pretty simple, like baby toy. Movement continuation. Its wheel mechanics allow the legs to move in a back and forth motion from the rotation of the gears inside. The feet do not actually hit the floor. Okay. Oh, so yeah, the wheels hold it up and its feet appear to like run even though they're not. Mechanics. Tail acts as a lever to dispense the gumballs. Mechanics. Gumballs are dispensed from its mouth, rolling to the bottom of its tongue. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, that's awesome. And then some more concept art for it, and it looks like, oh, we got some different versions of it. This one looks a lot more mechanical and kind of creepy. This one looks like it's gonna eat us. It looks hungry for some reason. And then this one also looks hungry on the bottom left. But okay, some more concept art for it. What else do we have here? Gumball cat, but we've got different little, like, this is like a 3D model of it. So yeah, this is very, this is interesting. It's like a full 3D model of the gumball cat and from different angles and everything. Like, look, you even see the bottom wheels and the gumballs falling out of its mouth. This is so cool to see, dude. All right, what else do we have here? Another 3D model of the gumball cat. All right, what else do we have? Poppy. So, ooh, this is chapter 1. So obviously we saw her at the end of the chapter and in the starting intro little, like, you know, cutscene. But this is like a very high res version of her. Look inside of her eyes. Do we see anything? Do we see? Oh my god, there's actually stuff in there. What is that, dude? Enhance. Enhance. Do you see that? Do you see those pixels, dude? That's the end of the game. That's chapter 3 right there. And I don't know what that is. I wonder what that actually is. Because look, there's like reflections all over her. I'm assuming they took maybe a photo in real life. And that's like their computer monitors or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's just her with like a little drawstring on her back so she can talk. And just a high-res version of her. Very awesome, though. All right, next up, we've got the robot again, dude. This guy's everywhere. Wait, what's on his reflection? What is that, dude? I don't know what that is. It's outside, and then that looks like a cooler for, like, drinks or something. And then outside again. I gotta know what that is, dude. What is that a reflection of? I want to know. I want to know if that's, like, their offices or what that is. I don't know. That one intrigues me, though. Because this was chapter 1. I don't think they had offices, like, in chapter 1. I don't know. I think they ended up getting offices, like, later on whenever it, like, became very successful. But who knows? Next up, we've got some more behind the scenes of the robot, kind of how it would work. Be on the inside, not the outside. Rounded ends. So, yeah, just some, like, you know, just some processes for how it would move and stuff like that. Once again, more processes for how it would move and interact and stuff like that. Again, how its arms would work. Okay. Wow, really going into detail on how this thing would work. Goodness. Yeah, just a ton. All right, what else do we have? Brawn. Oh, wow, this is like a high-quality model of him. Look at that face. He looks so, like, sassy there. I don't know. He looks so sassy, but that's cool. All right, and I think that is everything. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so now let's go into the chapter 2 folder. All right, so on screen right now, we are now in the chapter 2 folder, and this is where things get interesting. I saw, like, you know how on, like, on Windows, whenever you download, like, a photo, it shows you, like, a very tiny version of it? I saw something that really caught my attention with this, but this appears to be the main factory. Now, this is chapter 2, though, so this would be, like, I don't know where in chapter 2, but it'd be some area that, like, either you're up above or you're far away from it. But it's like a little conveyor belt, and obviously the toys would be transported on here or whatever that is. It looks like coal or something. It's like we're working in Santa's factory or something. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, this would just be like an outside area. Like kind of like at the end of chapter 1, you know, with that big area after Huggy Wuggy chases you and you drop down. That's what that would be with, you know, chapter 2. Some sort of outside area or like big factory. Next up, though, we've got another look at that. So how things would be painted and kind of, you know, assembled. What else we have here? Ooh, so we'd actually be in this room. Okay, so yeah, this is like some kind of factory that we would be in at some point. I mean, obviously we were in like the factory, but a different part of it. But the reflections look really good here. Very reflection-y, you know, and we have the two hands and stuff like that. Very cool. All right, now next up, did I actually skip something? No, okay. Next up, we've got, I don't know what. Oh, this is a video. This is a video. Okay, a very tiny video. This is, what is this? What am I looking at here? What, I don't know what this is. Okay, so it's like it's a machine doing something. It looks like we're just kind of like looking around at it. Okay. Let me know your guesses on that one. Oh, this is the main train station area. Okay, so yeah, this is the train, obviously right there. You got the clock. You've got the clouds and stuff like that. The control panel. Memory and cognitive testing. Okay, yeah, we got that in the full game, but it wasn't a door like this. This is to call the train, I would assume, which it looks like it's like way off though. Like you'd call it all the way over here and then have to walk over here to somehow get on it. I don't know how you'd get on this thing. But yeah, just an early look at the train station. Cool. And then we've got another angle of it. Oh, okay. So, wait, what's this? Molding. So I think that's where you would get the Grabpack hand, right? Because in chapter 2, it's been so long since I played it, but I think we mold a new hand in that chapter, correct? So that's probably that area. Then that would be the memory and cognitive testing. Then over here, we've got production area and I don't know what that says. Problem solving? Yeah, I think that says problem solving. Something's problem solving. So, very cool, though. This is awesome to see, man. So cool. All right, next up, we've got another look. And, oh, wait, were these guys on the ceiling before? Are they in the full release? I don't know. I never really paid attention to the ceiling in the full release, but a giant sun and a giant moon kind of hanging out on the top. That's cool. And then spider webs everywhere. So, yeah, obviously, Mommy Longlegs and stuff like that. So I guess she'd leave a lot more spider webs than she ended up leaving in the full release, but that is sick. Another angle of the moon character. Wait, did they switch spots? Wasn't it? No, okay, it was always on the left. So yeah, this giant moon thing right there. That's cool. So I'm assuming the next one would be like a look at the sun, right? Nope, the moon again. They really wants to see this creepy looking moon, dude. All right. The sun, there it is, the sun. All right, yeah, that one looks a lot less creepy than the moon, I will say. A lot less creepy. All right, what else do we have here? So this is the top part right there, you know, that connects the sun and the moon. Nothing too insane there. Oh, whoa. What in the Majora's Mask do we have going on here? Got the sun right there. This is like straight out of Majora's Mask. Like that'd be like what the sun would look like in Majora's Mask if there was, you know, a face on the sun. I don't think there was. I know the moon definitely had a face, but yeah, playing that game as a kid was so scary. But regardless, the moon also has a face right there. That is cool. I wonder why they got rid of that. Now I want to know, in Chapter 2, what did the top look like? Because these characters must not have been up there, right? Unless they were, and I just never really paid attention to them, but that is creepy. And there's, like, lights everywhere, too, so it's not as scary with these lights on, but who knows if, you know, that was even something that they were going to keep in or just, like, to light up the area while they worked on it. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, so this is, I'm assuming, where you would fix your grab pack or your hand, but then there's like little baby heads right there. I don't know what that is. You've also got like this weird goo machine right there. There's a lot going on here. That's interesting. I don't know. Let me know your guesses on this one in the comment section down below, but it's a lot going on and whatever's going on here. All right, next up we've got, oh, this is cool. So a very early version of the train station. They wanted it to be more cold on this side, so that's why the moon's there, and more warm because the sun's on this side. Like the art and stuff like that they put up there. Wow, okay. What else do we have here? Oh, the train. So a very early look at what the train would look like. Now, obviously, this ended up showing up in Chapter 2 and, of course, Project Playtime as well. So, yeah, very early look at it. Awesome. We've got... Oh, so, okay, this is... I think it ended up looking like this, right? If I remember correctly. I'm trying to remember for, like, the end of Chapter 2 when the train crashes and stuff like that. But I think it did end up looking similar to this. We've got, obviously, like, the little, like, emergency or, like, the horn or whatever you call that, or some sort of stopping thing. I think that's for a horn, though. And then, of course, this is how you go straight and backwards, I think, and little buttons and stuff. I don't know, dude. I'm not a train conductor, but this is the inside of the train. Awesome. All right, next up, we've got... This is that same factory that we saw earlier, but this has been added on. This little, like, left section right here. There was something similar to this in the Chapter 1 files whenever we hacked into those, but I don't know if this is somehow, like, you know, if they're connected. I don't think so, but... This is some kind of area where you would build something. Like something, some sort of toy or something. Because there's like heads and arms and stuff like that. But I don't know what. This is a very early look at some sort of area where you would restock. And I'm assuming this would be like a factory area. Or something's getting built in front of the player. But it's so early, I don't know. It's just all speculation. What do we have here? Walls translucent just so you can see what's going on in this picture. Oh, yeah, so that is what it is. Control panel fence. So this kind of looks like the area in Chapter 2. If you guys remember when there's that giant, what do you call that thing? It's like a worm that chases you, remember, through that area? And if you look up, Mommy Longlegs is in like this area with like a window. I'm thinking that's what this is. So like this is where Mommy Longlegs would be, and she'd be looking down at you being chased through here, but it's like a different area. I don't know. Let me know your guesses on this one. This one's got a lot going on. I don't know. What do we have here? We've got machine paints doll heads that come out of molds. Molds rotate until liquid plastic covers every inch of the mold and solidified, squirting out melted hot plastic into the baby head molds, and then plastic melter. Oh, so that's what that thing is. So yeah, it is making some kind of like baby mannequin thing. Interesting. Big machine organizes them on the side to dry. So that's what that was. Yeah, we were right. It's like making some kind of toy. Okay. We've got an area with a foam pit and a... Oh, okay. So this is this would be an area related to a bunny, right? Because look, you would have to jump across from block to block and then make it across, and there'd be a foam pit underneath with something living in it. My guess is, at least. That is cool. Okay, that would have been scary. It would have been pretty freaky. We've got... Oh, this is the slide thing that we saw in Chapter 1. So they wanted to bring that back again? We did in Chapter 2. We ended up having a tunnel system, right? If I remember correctly, there was like tunnels. I don't know how it's so hard for me to remember this chapter, but I want to say that there was. And yeah, it looks like this is like a very early version of those tunnels from Chapter 2. Little security camera up there monitoring us, and then the different tunnels. So yeah, I guess we did end up getting those Chapter 1 tunnels that they wanted to do. They ended up putting them in Chapter 2. Cool. All right, what else we have? This is... I don't know what this is supposed to be, dude. What is going on here? I don't know. That looks like the little castle walls that we saw in the Chapter 1 behind the scenes photos. And that looks like the foam pit. Yeah, that's like the memory foam area or whatever. You'd have to like escape, and then you end up over here. And then you can go like further down into the factory. Wow. All right. There's a lot going on here. We've got... Oh, so this character, I feel like we've seen this. I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen this for some reason. Is this in a chapter? Why does this look so familiar to me? I have no idea. This looks so familiar. I'm sure you guys can let me know in the comment section down below why, but I've seen this somewhere. But this is some kind of a spider creature. I think we've seen this in like a different behind the scenes photo thing that they released. So this is maybe like before Mommy Longlegs. This is what she was going to look like. I don't know, but that is crazy looking. This thing, it doesn't look very scary though, I will say. It looks a lot more like it belongs on like a children's TV show than Mommy Longlegs does. But yeah, she doesn't look the scariest, but still a new character nonetheless. We've got, oh, what is going on here? A baby in a suit, like a bird outfit. What is this? Where could this even come into play at? Like, why would there be a baby in a bird costume? That's weird. I don't know. Huh. If you have any guesses, let me know in the comment section. This must be something lore related, but your guess is as good as mine. I'm lost on that one. But anyways, guys, that is everything. Okay, so that's all the behind the scenes photos and stuff like that from Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I told you guys it'd be interesting. If you made it into the video, you got to see a lot of stuff that a lot of people will not see. So that's very cool. I love when they do stuff like this. It's so cool to be able to see, like, you know, early versions of the game or stuff that got deleted and stuff like that. I always think this stuff is awesome. So I'm glad that they released this to us and let us share it with all of you guys. If you guys enjoyed, though, leave a like on the video, subscribe right now if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.